everything they could have picked. Like it just makes things a little bit awkward. Like a lot of things have to fall into place for them. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Team Tundra as well. Let's find out how this possibly the last game of the tournament is gonna go down, depending on how things go, with our commentary duo of B-Cop and Black.
Thank you very much, Nomad. We got ourselves game number 4 here, a potential clincher for Tundra, but now has the curse become too strong? The caster's curse has worked a couple times before, and I guess for Tundra fans, they're hoping the curse is not strong enough. I think they're also hoping that Kyle doesn't tweet that Tundra are one step away.
Yeah, I think they're also hoping that what are they hoping? I don't even know what they're hoping for.
Just the victory.
Yeah, just the victory. And honestly, like, the draft was really good. As Misery said, I really like the out-of-the-box thinking, whereas most heroes are really just sticking to a certain meta. Like, Tundra's all over the place, and I liked it a lot. Like, innovative teams that can make it work always have a special place in my heart. But yeah, like this draft in particular, Tidehunter looks, as the panel already said, kind of weird. Like DP in itself already is super strong against it. Luna lane is not easy. Beastmaster is decent to fight into, I guess, but even that's not easy with all the bars on you all the time. Like, I don't know. They needed some team fight, sure, but were there no better options is the question.
Yeah, the question is on that Tide and also on the Treant. We talked about it a lot, how it changes the pace of the game, but after the Treant, like the panel broke down, they went right into the Death Prophet and the Beastmaster, looking for the push through on this heal on the towers and making sure that they can take over the map, which, you know, it is a 5 Death Prophet, so getting to that exorcism might take a little bit longer, but they can get there and then ultimately, ooh, yeah, 4 DP and ultimately potentially get there to push down these towers.
I don't know if the panel actually picked up on that it's a 5 Nyx, because a 5 Nyx is obviously a lot weaker in lane than a 5 DP, right? So this Tidehunter might actually have a pretty decent time after all.
That which transpires.
Does it still serve up the same benefits? You're just looking to get that 6?
Yeah, I mean both heroes do, right? They just value more items and levels on the DP this game, which I can see.
Yeah.
Like, it's very strong against the Tidehunter. And of course he's also going to be one of your main pushers. Bot lane, a little bit of damage.
Nightmare.
And a Gush
level 1. Starting to put some right clicks in on a Skitter. He's got 2 more tangos to work with, but still, 1 Gush, couple right clicks, not the best feeling in the world, and we'll see how that lane goes while Snake King and 33 are up top. So a Death Prophet Beastmaster dual lane up against the Treant Razor combo.
Yeah, I mean, DP in itself was a pretty strong laner, but like Razor, Treant, like they need level 3 on Beastmaster, and this lane should be an auto win. Like they have no heroes to really deal with the boars properly. So level 2 boar is gonna be 20% movement speed slow. Not sure what you do when your team's burning in this lane. Razor just can't play against it.
Seen Razors kind of go off, but now potentially dealing with a bit of a problem. A couple right clicks come through, but Snake King, he's got himself that Spirit Siphon on Mira.
Ours.
Yeah, but no big deal yet. How is mid lane looking? We've seen this matchup a couple of times, and sometimes it went Quap's way, and other times it went Ember's way. It's like really a skill matchup. Like, can you dodge a Shadow Strike with a slide? Can you use like your Flame Guard effectively? You know, how many lances do you get? I love this kind of matchups where if you get outplayed, you just lose. It's not just an auto-win lane. I hate auto-win lanes.
It's heavy skill base.
Yeah.
Which is always exciting to watch when you've got 2 heavily skilled players in the same lane. Shadow Strike comes into Toronto, Tokyo. Scream, and there's the Toronto, Tokyo, though, still going to drop down to 9.
Okay, well, that's a
big win for Tundra there.
To make it a 3-1, yeah.
Off with you.
So picks up that water rune. If you really wanted to, could pick up the water rune over bottom as well. They've got the Nightmare on a Skitter. Boosting beam, but a lot of damage onto this Luna.
Thanks.
Couple right clicks coming through. Collapse not going to dive the tower, but they will get that salve out onto the Luna and keep him alive.
I have to admit, I don't quite like that choice of putting the Nyx bottom. Like, sure, you want to have the Nyx 5, but you can still put him top, right? He doesn't have to be down there. Because Luna and DP actually destroy Tidehunter on lane. And now instead you have a pressured Luna and a free farming Tidehunter.
Nyx Assassin also spending more gold on getting another salve, so expecting even more aggression to come through.
Slain in cold blood.
He will lose his courier to Mira, while Mira getting run down in some trouble. Also mid, they'll get the kill on Mira. They'll look over at Toronto Tokyo, the Shadow Strike forcing him away. So 9 really posturing himself into a good position in this mid lane.
Yeah, Ember Spirit is really sad right now. Does he have at least he has a bounty rune to go back to, but it's not looking good at all. Toronto Tokyo. 600 network behind at this point.
Impale lands, Miposhka now on the run, loose and beam from afar. Well, there's a courier to kill there while he puts the Nightmare onto the Nyx Assassin and pops a salve.
Yeah, we'll survive at least. There's 2 mangoes to work with as well. Well, they tried to go on snaking top, but he's a little bit too speedy on that 4 DP.
Right.
Bad luck.
Once this Dominator comes out on the Beastmaster, it's going to be jungle city for Yatoro. You cannot lane there anymore. Or maybe he'll rotate bottom to lane against the Luna instead. But yeah, top lane will be a place he can no longer inhabit.
So back and forth they go over mid with a little bit of a level advantage right now for 9. Toronto Tokyo
almost
needs to be
6.
very careful.
He could hit a surprise 60 from the creep and wave him. Wave!
Oh, he's got it and will use it. Oh, almost slight to avoid it. Toronto Tokyo trying to line it up, but 9 still gets the kill. That's now a 2nd kill here for the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, you can't avoid it on just one target, unfortunately. I think you need at least 3, and it was never going to happen. Well played by 9, using that surprise factor. His force, and now he's 2 levels ahead of the Ember Spirit.
There is little hope for Dire's middle tower.
This isn't the first time in this series we've seen Toronto Tokyo really struggle. They're going to try and go into snaking again.
Yatoro!
Seed and the static link. Now Yatoro now getting back, but I can't really get past the Nature's Grass. Crypt Swarm comes in and hits onto the Razor. Razor with the plasma field sewing up 33. They're still trying to go in on this. Spirit Siphon, Nature's Grass, snaking getting low. Leech Seed again, pops the stick and is trying to get a kill for Mira, but this is a bit of a struggle just to output the damage needed to do so.
Yeah. Didn't we see Mirror on Treant in game 2 as well?
Dire's whereabouts.
So
Oh, they're going on 3-3 again, but they can't commit Yatoro too low. Like Mirror doesn't seem like super comfortable on the hero from what I've seen so far.
it was the game with Collapse on the Sand King, right? That he played it?
I think so, yeah. Or was it the first game?
No, I think
I should remember.
Dire's
old.
bottom tower is
I'm older
under
than you.
attack.
My memory's gone.
Well, yeah. You don't have to talk about that.
So Fada comes over mid, and you do finally have level 6 here on the Ember. But
Saying hello. Wave up in 10
pressure,
again.
yeah, they might set up the pressure.
The
Uses the
rune
remnant
of
to get away.
invisibility.
And then he runs back in again.
And then, yeah, just to get stunned. And again, Sonic Wave up in a moment. Bring over Miposhka.
Structures are fortified. Dire have fortified their structures against
How's
attack.
Luna looking?
Fada really want to make a move.
Killing
Luna's middle of the
spree.
pack. They've got the Sonic Wave, and they'll get the kill. The Impale lands. Toronto Tokyo did a 3rd time.
Wow, maybe he expected me Poshka to like sleep him or something, but
Ember
this
gets
Ember
it.
has no game. Treant TPing now middle as well. What? You can't kill the Quap, but you gotta defend the tower, I
Yeah,
guess.
still trying to get the kill on the Quap, and well, it looks like this tower is Tundra's to get. Fada a little bit low, so is 9, but they still jump in. They've got the brain sap, right click.
9, 9.
The body blocks, now the Nightmare, and they'll finally take out this Queen of Pain. Sleight of Fist in as well as the Remnant to clean up Fada. they could get Snake King, maybe this is a little bit of a salvage. Toronto Tokyo doesn't even want to chase for this. Focus on getting those last hits on the creeps. They do get 2 kills there.
That's the problem if you're feeling yourself too much. Like, giving away that streak was completely unnecessary because Bane is almost over 5 now suddenly. He had no game at all. He got 1.5 levels from his kill. And the fast Bane 6, we know how much damage I can do.
Yeah, I get the Fiend's grip, and then all of a sudden you have that extra control with the Nightmare. 9, though, still leading this Ember by a lot. You could just see the damage 9's doing, forcing him all the way back to the tier 2.
I feel really bad for Toronto Tokyo. This could potentially be the last game of this tournament. And yeah, like it would leave a very sour note to go out like this.
It's the question, if that were to happen, what would it feel like coming back into the DPC? I believe they're on break, though.
Yeah, on break until the next year, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. So at least it doesn't affect you coming into, like, say, a play match day tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah, no, you're probably just gonna punch a pillow and you're gonna be good.
Fada spotted. Got Collapse coming over. They're gonna move to get this kill with Toronto Tokyo. There's the slight Spike Carapace, some body blocks, a gush, and eventually this should be a kill, and it will be.
Yeah, giving it to Tokyo as well to get him back into the game a little bit. Squab is, yeah, she's gonna be a menace for sure. So
1,500 gold ahead.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That's 2 kills in a row for Toronto Tokyo, though.
Yeah, and he's a DD bottled. He has all the tools to get back into it.
Tower has fallen.
Double damage empowers me.
They have Primal Roar, and they just don't have Snake King with the Exorcism just yet. But the blink in from 9, looking to put the pressure on.
Dire's top
3 out of 6
tower is
though.
in danger.
There is an overgrowth available. And where is Yatro tipping to?
Mic test, 1, 2, 3.
Is it mid tower? Yeah, mid tower. Bug. I mean, yes, he is a bug, but I assume that's not what he means. Haha.
It's the quick jokes. You're always on
late. Late.
The later it gets, the more dad jokes come out, which is the best feeling. I'm always a big fan of some dad jokes. Still thinking about sneakers. 1K lead right now for Tundra. And they are pressuring and posturing on this top tier 1. Really want to make something happen here. They have the tools to do so. The question is, do they catch anybody within the trees? And Mira might be that one. It's over to the side and behind this team. He does have that overgrowth. There's a Nature's Grasp out onto the creeps. Blink from 9. Now the Spike Carapace. Mira needs to be careful. 9 will just TP over to the mid tier 1.
Dire's top tower.
And they'll get the tower without Exorcism, without really putting much into it in terms of, say, like an ult or something like that. They don't really have to pay much of a price to get it.
Yeah, the power of Beastmaster, the aura is really strong, together with the Dominator as well. But they're posturing to get middle themselves on Team Spirit.
Oh, Horus found Mira. Let's get her here. Nature's Grasp. Overgrowth used to try and TP out, but the Spike Carapace from Fada inside the Nature's Grasp, and they'll still get this kill onto the Treant Protector.
DP Dome might be caught out here. Should be gone.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh boy. Running down Snake King, Crit Storm, and the Sonic Wave! They've got the Hex, and now in some trouble. It's a Hex from a pig pole of his own. So he tries to run away and will actually be able to succeed in getting away. The Ravage was used. Collapse tries to TP out the damage. Spirit Siphon as well as that Primal Roar. They'll take out Collapse, and the only one to lose something is the side of Team Spirit.
Yeah, they're gonna try to use this Bane Grip now to kill the Quap. Like, you don't want to have a Quap snowball like this. But then again, you have so many more problems too, like Luna free farming, and he's getting scarily close to his Vladimir's already. And it's just 1600 away from the helm of the Overlord. And once that's up, this time there's no Night Stalker. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, no Night Stalker to use that shard, even if there was a Night Stalker, there'd still be 8 minutes until they were able to get a shard out.
Magical, Papa.
Who gets the rune? Well,
Bob?
definitely gonna be 9. Yeah, nice. Yellow rune, very good. Against the overgrowth, against the searing chains.
I always get
Currently have-
confused. Ooh, go for it.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
My thing was stupid. I was just gonna say I was
Same.
confused from pig pole with the hex. There's no hex. And then he's just
Yeah.
running away. He's got the pig pole ready to go.
It's magical.
The Archer also gonna be confused because he used it before using his stick, which almost led to his death. The sound of neutral items can be a big bait, honestly.
What other ones do you think are a bait?
Like Pigpole.
Okay.
Can be good, but you know, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use it, and suddenly you can't use your stick or your bottle or something. Like, ah, dang it, I forgot about that.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
BKB for Yatoro soon, and well, not really that
It's
soon.
magical, Papa.
It's only got that ogre axe to work with, and then and almost enough gold for either the Mithril Hammer or the BKB.
Oh, he's having visions
Or
on
a
Fata.
recipe.
Oh my god.
And he's
Gotta
still
be
doing
careful
so
then.
much.
Yeah, but don't look behind you, B-Cop. Oof.
I looked. There's nobody there.
No, you didn't.
Production saw me look.
They didn't look at you. Look.
Plotted back into the game. G ready to go.
And he's eating
I-
cheese again.
I've never really had problems with like a bugging game or anything like that.
How much did they pay you to say that?
Not enough.
Oh, he just
Truthfully, I never
extra
had
runs
it.
up. Okay.
Axel runs up, going in for Mira. Mira uses the overgrowth. That's down on 3 of these heroes, but it's not going to keep them alive. They get the kill into the tree and protector. They throw the silence over onto Toronto Tokyo, and ooh, thinking about the sonic wave.
Love that sound.
The pre-sonic wave sound.
Yeah, especially with the Arcana, the whip.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
I think we gotta have a segment and see if we can cause a whip to make a sonic wave, something similar.
I think I can make that happen.
Okay.
No, I just need the right equipment and the right team with me. Last time I checked, I can spin my hands at a speed of 150 spins per minute.
Toronto Tokyo trying to fight this Luna, but eventually will back off to the Remnant. Picks up the Maelstrom. So he picks up, he does have his Maelstrom a little bit more farm. Despite the fact that like sort of struggled at the beginning of this game, he's 8-3 with only about a 2,000 net worth lead, and it has jumped back and forth from 1k to 2k.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely stabilized in this game. I'm just a little bit worried that this Razor BKB they're working towards as their timing is... Like, it's a good item, don't get me wrong, but if you get Beastmaster Rod, and then there's Sonic Wave, there's Exorcism, Luna right-clicks, it's not like a free ticket to just run in and deal damage. Not in this game. And they need a good Ravage as well, which right now they have no BKBs, I believe. But once they come out, obviously it's going to be a whole lot harder to hit a good one.
Isn't it magical, Papa?
They did have a decent Ravage
Blessings
in the
upon
fight
loyal
over
warrior.
in the Radiant jungle, but didn't really lead to anything other than a kill for Tundra.
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah.
in danger.
Plus, they also don't have the biggest like follow-up on Ravage, right? There's like no OD ult, no like Quap Wave or anything crazy like that. It's like very subtle damage.
Are
Yeah,
scanning
at least in
for
the moment, it's
enemies.
just not enough. Interesting scan from the Radiant right on their tier 1 tower over bottom.
Yeah, maybe expecting a smoke play. Not sure. The Luna's actually opting to go for Manta instead of BKB. So that signals to me that they're trying to avoid team fights, even though the lineup is kind of structured to team fight.
Structures are fortified.
But we'll see if that decision backfires or not.
and to potentially get pickoffs and then push and have the ability to team fight. They do have the exorcism back up. Collapse is pretty far forward. They've got the stun. He does have Ravage if they want to use it, but the silence comes down on a mirror as well as Toronto Tokyo. So now Collapse trying to survive. Sonic Wave comes in. They get the kill on the Collapse. Overgrowth through onto 4, but again, no follow-up from Team Spirit. Mira trying to leave. And eventually he might get caught. He gets into the trees. Over on the other side of this fight, they look through onto Maposhka, who is hit with that siphon. Nightmares himself to scream from 9 to get the kill onto a second. It's a double kill for 9. Maposhka Collapse. They both fall, and there goes Mira to Skitter. So 3 dead on Team Spirit again. And they get the Ravage. They don't even get the Ravage out, and that's due to the fact that you've got the Death Prophet, who silences up both the Ember and the Tree, and I believe stopping what they were looking for in a team fight and then holding off on the Ravage.
Yeah, also just the wave deals modified 550 pure damage, so Titan actually just lost a third of his health instantly. Even if he wanted to Ravage, he just got blown up. And that's now an Aegis on the Luna, who's already snowballing. And yeah, things are gonna get quite rough from here. And this is a BKB and Yatoro, so not all things are terrible for them. But they're gonna get something going somehow, with like a Ravage or something. They're smoking up straight away.
Fada rubbing his hands together as a Philosopher's Stone drops for him on this Nyx Assassin.
DP's gonna take that, I'm sure. I hope. Maybe not, actually. DP's quite farmed.
Yeah, currently on Nyx's courier, he's kind of sitting far behind compared to this Death Prophet. Death Prophet going for a Lotus Orb.
Yeah, I like that. Just tank up. Same with the Force Staff, just to get your teammates away from the Razor. I would really like it if the Philosopher actually went to the DP though. He's so rich, they can easily transition into like a core this game.
Looking for the Spike Carapace. Not
close
there for him.
Or the Arcane Rune Quap. Oh no. Oh no. It's the Razor.
It has that Sonic Wave up and available. Shadow Strike and going after Yatoro. They've got themselves the Lucent Beam. The heal comes out. They've got the Primal Roar, the BKB before that. Now they've got the ult from Mira. BKB's enough to keep Yatoro alive. No Staking gets credit for the kill. They've used the Sonic Wave. 9 coming in around the side with that Arcane Rune. So he'll Tumbler Toy forward towards Maposhka, who gets hit by the silence from the Death Prophet. They'll keep on Maposhka, get this kill with a Scream, and 9 with another one now on a killing spree. Use the Exorcism to follow that up, and well, they'll push the tier 2 and potentially even go to the high ground.
And knowing Tundra, they like to play pretty safe, but maybe they will poke just to maybe force a reaction, but they're not gonna harm
time on the Exorcism. Yeah, they're just gonna
everybody
back off
being
towards top.
Yeah, I mean, that's how Tundra likes to play. They like to really squeeze the map, make sure the enemy can't go anywhere, feel really uncomfortable about doing anything, and they have no Raw, no Exorcism. There's no need to really force anything at this point. Just wait for your cooldowns, do it all over again.
They do have Sonic Wave up in a moment thanks to the Arcane Rune. Really helping them output that damage on the Queen of Pain in that last fight. Ember closing in on a BKB. They're still trying to get this Blink Ravage to make something happen. They're working against an Aegis that still has 2 minutes on it.
Yeah, and Quap is itemizing into her BKB as well. Once that's up, she is gonna be pretty much unkillable unless there's like a full duration grip.
We really haven't seen the grips. Oh, Mapochka nightmared himself. Primal comes out, the right click damage coming in, and now they've got the overgrowth from Mira. Mapochka needs to be careful away from this golem. And they have the silence on it too. They get the kill on a 33. The Sonic Wave comes out and just rips apart Mapochka. Can't say that pain feels good from the Queen of Pain.
Oh, the impale.
And ooh, Ravage through on the 3. They look over now and get the kill on a Fada. They're going to look for more of the Blink Forward as well as the Anchor Smash, but running into 3 of these heroes may not be the wisest idea from Collapse. Skitter with the TP out, and the rest of the team is able to escape.
Yeah, still no Exorcism available, which is a very strong tool of theirs. And actually, he's about to hit level 12, which is going to double up the ghosts, double up all the damage it deals. DP is so strong and just like passively dealing so much damage. A little bit underrated. Like even as a core, I feel has a lot more potential than people like to give it credit for. Almost level 13 now.
Do you think it's just finding itself a little bit too far back in the line of who you want to pick in terms of heroes available?
Yeah, and it doesn't offer like the most utility, right? There's just a silence. That's pretty much it. Like no stun, no slow,
Moon of illusion.
but a ton of damage.
Pre-BKB, it's felt
You
like...
can top, you can top.
Radiant's
Oh.
bottom
The Ember.
tower is under attack.
He's silenced.
Dire's
They're gonna try and run. They have the Lucid Beam. They have the damage. A Remnant down to the low ground. Ooh, with a sliver of health. He's got no more bottle charges. He has Remnants to try and get away.
Warp is coming.
Fada trying to chase. Looking for the Shadow Strike. Uh-oh. On the run. The rest of his team doesn't even want to come with him. They land the Impale. That's because Miposhka is going down up at the top end of the map. This has turned into, it was everybody chasing Toronto Tokyo. Then they split up to get the kill on Miposhka. They'll take out both. They're looking now at Collapse. He's under the tower. There's nothing he can do. 3 heroes here. Spirit Siphon, Fada making a force. They're gonna look for Mira. Mira, Overgrowth. But that's just wasted because now he's dead as well. Impale comes through. There's nowhere for him to go.
No Hawk.
Tries to TP out, and they have the damage with the Sonic Wave. Another kill here for 9, who is now wicked sick. 10-1-3.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, 10-1 a scoreline. I think
Is under
a lot of his co-op games are with a similar scoreline, if not even more. And now they're going high ground. They have no glyph. That's a gone right.
Exorcism and the Glaives.
They could even go middle.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Beastmaster Luna DP, man. That's so much building damage.
Push it to the limits, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Nope. They're back enough.
Well, you know. I meant to the limits of pushing. And they made me look stupid.
It's okay. What happened?
You got the rest of this game? I'll just go.
I mean, we could also just leave the chat to watch it without us.
X amount of people happy about that.
Yeah.
So they 5-man smoke, 10k down. Spirit trying to make a move
And
here. but
unsmoked
look
already.
at where, look at where Fada is.
And he will eat the cheese twice because of that.
The Nyx Assassin being a spike in the side of Team Spirit. Not only in this game either.
Yeah.
Sentry down. They've got the Nightmare. Do they have the control? Beastmaster's coming over, and is he going to help out? Impale. Plasma Field, and eventually Fada goes down. But again, this is Fada dying, and we've talked about this earlier in the tournament. Fada's happy to tank the ganks.
Yeah, Father's deaths are actually, in so many games, just very genius. As I said before, like his +5 play is insane.
Rekindled.
It's so like sacrificial, you know? Like he does so many things right. There's something special about it. I can't quite put my finger on it, but like looking at a lot of other +5s, you don't get the same feeling.
Yeah. He certainly put himself in a position, especially with this Nyx Assassin, to make Spirit's game very difficult.
Yeah, and where's the comeback gonna come from? You're supposed to be ahead with this kind of lineup, not 9k behind. The enemy has Luna, a 4 DP that's scaling like mad.
Are scanning for enemies.
And the Luna now going into the BKB almost has the gold for it. You've got Queen of Pain with a full 9-second BKB ready to go. Fada again moving forward. Spike Carapace, here comes 9. They've got the silence. There's the Impale, and oh, this time finally misses the Sonic Wave. Toronto Tokyo surviving.
Whoops. It happens. You know, after a ton of good plays, you're allowed a couple of bad plays.
Yeah.
No one's gonna judge you, except Twitch chat.
Yeah. But then you just remember when you see it in Twitch chat, my MMR is X time higher. Fine.
Yeah.
Not for me, but
Well, most Twitch viewers are 13k though. So,
true.
yeah. So you gotta be really careful what you say in regards of MMR.
Push up in a minute and a half. Tundra still taking over the Dire side of the map.
Yeah. Wait, Roche. get shot on Luna, and probably end game with that. What's flying out there to the Luna? A whole BKB.
Yeah, so the whole BKB, 9 seconds for him and the Queen of Pain.
Yeah. What about Beast? Something flying out to him too?
Death Prophet's finishing off the Lotus Orb. Yeah.
Yeah, DP is so rich
Such
too.
a tough game. Tough game for Spirit. Great game for Tundra. Tundra potentially about to make it 3 in a row, break the streak of Team Spirit, 12 series in a row, and a BO5 nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought it would go like this after game 1, right? Like, game 1 was so one-sided and in Spirit's favor.
And Collapse, meanwhile, he's going for the refresher. About 700 gold away from that. We'll see if he gets the time again. Fada moving forward, trying to spot them out. They've got the help from this obs that is sighting all these heroes on Spirit. They're not really too safe.
Oh, the smoke again.
Yeah, smoke and broken. Fada, his positioning perfect.
He's eating the cheese again, man. As soon as he's typeset, you know already.
Every single time they have come out and broken these smokes pretty early, not allowing Team Spirit to put themselves in a proper position to make something happen. The Illusions pushing Team Spirit back while they go for Roche. Not super fast, but fast enough. And they will spot him do it with a slight.
Yeah, I'm going to fight though.
But the BKBs are ready. BKB, pop by Atro, pops a refresher. Now the double plasma field with the static link. They're going to go in with the Ravage with BKB. It gets popped, drops down, is the Eclipse as well as the Sonic Wave. They get the Aegis into the hands of Collapse. They got it onto the Tidy. They have the damage. The Primal Roar comes out on the Atro. They get the kill on this Razor. They'll take out Skitter, so no more Luna, no, without no buyback. Snake King 9 and 33 trying to stop these TPs, but they won't be able to do so. They've used the Exorcism. 9 trying to find themselves at least one more on Amira. 2 heroes down on the side of Spirit. They snatch the Aegis, get it out of the hands of Tundra, and they also take on the Luna.
Yeah, I think that it's pretty much the best case scenario for them. So we're going to play by Spirit there, but you can see even in a fight where everything goes their way, they're still hard pressed to even call it a victory, right? Like they're still like 2k more behind than they were previously, and the crop is still a menace. Beastmaster's still alive, so they might lose a Rex still, or at least the tower.
Let's see what they can do with this.
Oh, I'm gonna be careful though. Like, you don't want to overstay if you're Tundra. Force a glyph. That's all they wanted to do. Now back off. Oh, it was like it looked so great, right? Nyx instantly dead. Like double BKB Razor running into the pit.
Even with that, he doesn't survive. Yatro gets focused and he ends up dying. They've gone to these refreshers on 2 of their heroes. Collapse is about to have his, and you've got the standard one that's on the Razor. His BKB down to 6 seconds, and his courier also dead.
I didn't know a dive bomb can kill a courier.
More you know.
Yeah. I guess the bird wants to have air superiority, because he doesn't like any other air units around. This is my sky! Oh, you like my joke.
In danger. Yatro, he's got you on live feed.
Yeah. As soon as I said, he's like, ah! More impressed than Twitch,
oh my
right?
gosh. Not fun to deal with the dive bomber, that's for sure. And then he's also got that ancient black dragon throwing the fireball right on top of the Razor too. That Aegis steal though, is it enough to give Spirit the time? One lost fight and the push is just so great from Tundra.
It keeps him in the game at least. Like if that Luna had that Aegis and the shard, the game would be over at this point. So at least they kept themselves in the game, but now they actually need to win a fight.
Yeah. Which that fight, I guess, was also a win, but I guess a win is just a draw at this point for Spirit.
Yeah, like by win a fight, I really mean like the Razor has to live, get a lot of gold accumulated, because he is still quite far behind.
Have the shard on 9, and we have seen the impressive movements from this Queen of Pain with the shard before from 9, knowing where to go to hit these supports, to silence them up, make their lives difficult, and the positioning becomes that much more important here from the Bane as well as the Treant.
For sure. The biggest problem is also that the support is really poor on the side of Team Spirit, so they don't really have positional items other than the Aethelins. Like Treant doesn't have a blink yet. There's no force staffs. It's going to be very difficult to take the next fight. But if they win it, they can definitely take this game still.
Jesus. Death Prophet, 11,000 net worth.
Yeah, he's rich.
Snaking, man.
And level 18 too.
That has that level 3 in the Exorcism. Maybe not what anyone was expecting when you see a support Death Prophet, but so much farm, so much experience.
Someone pop BKB here?
It really is kind of crazy.
9 missed.
And 9 popped the BKB.
Yeah. Happens.
On the cusp of winning this tournament, Tundra don't exactly want to put themselves in an awkward spot,
Is under attack.
but they definitely feel that they are in a good spot to finish this one off.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is no more.
And he had a quick hitting charm anyway, so the BKB cooldown isn't as long. Like, sure, you wasted like the 8-second charge, but just wait for it. Go again.
Invisibility.
You're in no rush whatsoever.
Yeah, not at all. By the way, with that Philosopher's Stone, also farming up the top creep wave, so he's off on his own, getting as much farm as he can, and both supports sit ahead of the supports on Spirit. You're trying to get the Blink Dagger on Mira, so Mira can jump in and blink with the Overgrowth, and then maybe get that followed up by a Ravage. Meanwhile, Nullifier is being built for the Tidehunter. Secret Relic next, but that'll be a while.
Okay, so Invis, DP is running in. Careful. Like, DP cannot die early. She's very important for Tundra still. It's a lot of damage coming from her.
Do Tundra just fall back and, you know, not fall all the way back, obviously, and just play maybe a little bit more conservative and wait for the next Roche? Because it kind of seems like that's what they're waiting for. It's just an Aegis to make sure that they can successfully push and take the tournament.
Yeah, I do think they want to take the T2 bottom though before that happens and just like completely assert the map dominance.
Right.
But they're way too strong for Spirit to fight outside, right? So, and they should also know that. They can get a surprise Ravage though. Like, this is really the only thing they can do to win the team fight. Double surprise Ravage, either the Quap or the Luna. Razor runs in with double Eye of the Storm and just bursts them down from full to 0. I don't think there's any other way for them.
Dire's bottom
So Exorcism
tower
gets
has
them the
fallen.
2-2 tower over bottom. That'll be the push that they wanted.
Yeah, and now they're just gonna wait for the Exorcism cooldown, and Roshan may respawn in a minute. Wait for the Roche. See what upgrade they get too. Potentially, the refresher shard for the Quap could be insane as well.
Are scanning for
Or even an
enemies.
Axe. Like, Axe on the Nyx for free would be game winning.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, speaking of Nyx Assassin, taking the outpost. For all you Tundra fans out there, I did just double check Kyle's Twitter, making sure he's not jinxing it at the moment. Hasn't said anything. He's got that cursed power, you know?
Yeah, well, I heard he has been purified. Yeah,
With
no more
Poshka?
curse.
Seen by the ancient Black Dragon. And they'll eventually take it out.
Very scary Black Dragon. Honestly, like the Black Dragon, like if you zoom in on him and his portrait, he looks really silly. I think that's a good way to put it.
So 18,000 net worth lead. Roche gonna be 21 seconds, so a quick Roche.
Yeah, but will they know? Are they expecting a fast Roche B Cup? And if they do, at what cost?
Top open, top. Not going to push in with Toronto Tokyo here, so he'll push that out. They've got the refresher on Queen of Pain. Double BKB, double Sonic Wave. And now they have found Fada again. Fight Carapace, Nature's Grasp, Plasma Field, all coming through. They get a quick kill onto the Nyx Assassin. Does have buyback.
Oh, the Cryptic Illusion.
Oh, you know, Collapse has a refresher. Naturo has a refresher. Unfortunately, Miposhka does not. Dive Bomber, and Miposhka may not have a life either. Tries to TP out. Sonic Wave, right clicks in, TP's away. Okay.
That's one ult wasted. One ult gone.
It's the long con bait to get them to push in, thinking there's no Sonic Wave to refresh and go.
I'm sure they clicked on him like, they must know. There's no way they're going to be surprised by that.
Dire's bottom tower is
The problem also is they can't take the Roche themselves. They have no damage.
Yeah. So it's got to be a swipe.
Yeah. Just looking at the draft, like they need an Aghanims on the Razor to even be able to push buildings too. Like I didn't really think about it too much early on, but like the draft really has no way to punish objectives. Well, Nyx is back.
Yeah, Toronto Tokyo, by the way, he's also going for a refresher.
Yeah, he definitely needs it. Double BKB. He has the axe already, so it's going to be 10 remnants.
And he's got a shard.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see if that's enough.
scanning for enemies.
Not like Spirit have never had a comeback like this before. Question is,
Certainly.
can they do it here when their backs are against the wall? One game away from taking a second place.
They are
taking the tournament.
Yeah, they're trying to definitely get a double Ravage on the Quappa Luna. It's super important. If they don't, I don't see how they win this team fight.
Collapse.
Oh, Yatoro's dead.
Far away. They've got the Primal Roar. They'll get the Nightmare save, but there's the Lucent Beam. The damage coming through into Yatoro. He already used his BKB. Remnant forward, going after the Nyx Assassin with the BKB. Here is Toronto Tokyo. They get the kill on Fada, so they'll end up trading 1-for-1. No buyback available on Yatoro. Lucent Beam stops him, and he'll Remnant all the way back, but with no Razor, that means we could see Tundra take this Roche.
Yeah. Razor is really the only source of damage right now.
And it kind of relies on the double BKB double ult with the static link, and all his BKB's on cooldown and his life's on cooldown.
Is under attack.
Yeah, I mean,
Got
they're
Toronto
probably gonna
Tokyo trying to make a move, but they've got the silence with the blink in.
No BKB.
Sonic Wave, refresher, double Sonic. Oh, Toronto Tokyo taken out. He's forced to buy back. They're going to go in on this one. BKB there gets popped again. They've got the Overgrowth and the Fiend's Grip. 9 in a little bit of trouble. Can they get on top of this Fiend? They've got themselves the Ravage. They get the kill on 9 who doesn't have buyback. They're going to refresh it once more. They go after this Death Prophet. The Lotus Orb will pop back the Gush, but it's not going to matter. They get the kill on Snake King, who's going to buy back now. They will go for Toronto Tokyo, who's locked down with the Primal Roar. They'll take out Toronto Tokyo for 2 minutes. So the one of the two are taken out of the side of Spirit, but they do have Razor up in 15. Not looking like it's going to matter. Miposhka dead. It's the Dive Bomber that stops him in his tracks, and they will get the kill onto this Bane. They don't have this Queen of Pain. They do have the Razor in 5. The question is, does it matter? They'll go back into the Roche pit. They've got themselves half the health away from this Roshan. Fada spotted. Do they have this? They do have the second Ravage. Blink on cooldown. Nobody's into the pit. It's just the Golem. They've got the Luna off to the side. Lucent Beam hits on Yatoro. He has to be very careful about this one. They'll lose Collapse's Courier. They'll pick up a Daedalus onto the Luna. So the damage feels strong, especially with that shard. There's no Overgrowth. Impale lands the damage on Yatoro. Ooh, very quick. BKB. Now the Ravage comes through on the Luna. The pop the refresher. Do they have the damage to get the kill on Skiter? He goes for the Force Staff back, but the BKB is going to beat up with the static link. He just runs away. He's got the Lotus Orb on him, but it's not enough. He doesn't have buyback either. Primal Roar on the Yatoro. Yatoro evolved back. They're going to buy back here on Amir. Amir trying to survive, but he doesn't have the health to survive. They get the kill with the Brain Snap from Miposhka on Fada. Now the Nightmare out onto the Death Prophet. They don't have this Ember up for 45 seconds. It's the 3-4-5 that survived for Spirit, and they see that Roche is low. Again, they just can't take it. Silence thrown over on a Maposhka. Maposhka on the run, but there's the blink as well as the Anchor Smash. They'll use that exorcism. They've got Fada coming over. Mira in. Spike Carapace stops Mira. They go after. They've got the fear. That's due to the shard that's on the Death Prophet. BKB. There's the kill on a Maposhka. 80 seconds without the Bane. They're going to focus their attention on the Mira. Silence. Another Spike Carapace. They'll get the kill on a Chain. They'll look over now at this time. They've got 9 back into the fight, and another Sonic Wave. A full team wipe here for Tundra, and they will lock down Roche.
Yeah, like this is pretty much all she wrote. Like we talked previously about it. Like if you all in the Luna, what do you have left in the tank? The answer is nothing. Razor died to the DP afterwards, and as we said, like this DP4 transitioning into a core wonderfully. Same that with the Beastmaster pretty much. It's just too strong. It's just too strong. And now this might just be the GG. Can they defend a little longer? And Collapse is going to find him.
For 15.
Oh, it's another exorcism. Use the refresher shot.
They have Glyph. They're going to be forced to use it. They have Yatoro up in 10. That is without the refresher. 65 seconds on cooldown. Snake King getting Spirit Siphon on a Collapse. He's got that shard. You got to remember the fear is there. The exorcism tearing through this tier 4 tower. TPing in. They're going to bring Yatoro in with the BKB. They're going to go after Snake King. They've got the Remnant forward. They also have Toronto, Tokyo. Fada's career ends up going down in the mix of all of it. But they've got the Sonic Wave on a Yatoro. They get the kill on this Razor. Now the rush comes out. And the Remnant's forward. They get the kill on the bottom. They look over. But the silence is out thanks to this shard on Queen of Pain. They'll take out Toronto, Tokyo. Tundra should be able to do it here with the Ancient exposed. There's nothing stopping them from taking this game, especially with the Luna in the mix. Overgrowth comes through, and GG is called. Tundra, they take out the champions, they stop the streak, and they will upset Team Spirit in a 3-1 victory and the finals of OGA. Wow.
Whew. Well, I certainly didn't expect this thing to happen at all. After the first game, I was like, okay.